Which is, of course, that Supreme Court verdict today in Ambani versus Ambani, a verdict that very clearly went in favor of the government and I guess in favor of Mukesh Ambani as well. Anil Ambani seen as the big loser on that. So that's our special subject of discussion right now. And we're going to be speaking both to Mukul Rohatgi and to Harish Salve, the lawyers of the two parties. I'd like to first start by welcoming onto the program Mukul Rohatgi, who is, of course, a lawyer for Anil Ambani. Mr. Rohatgi, thanks a lot for joining us now. Your overall sense and your overall verdict on the verdict, it seems to be a clear defeat for Anil Ambani. Would you agree with that assessment?
No, I don't think that is correct. See, two judges have ruled that the MOU, even though not binding on the companies, would still be the guiding tool in determining what the gas supply agreement should be, number one. Number two, they have also said that the arrangement which was put forth by RIL is not a suitable arrangement and requires to be reworked. Therefore, the court has ordered reworking in the next 6 weeks, failing which parties can move the single judge of the Bombay High Court. But the court upholding the primacy of the government in terms of price. Now, see, if RNRL cannot get it at the price which was agreed in the agreement, then obviously, this is a pass-through cost. So, because it's the fuel for production of electricity or the raw material. So, the cost will increase in terms of per unit of electricity. And, well, that doesn't kind of suit anybody. But I wish the court had ended the dispute right here rather than, referring the parties back, etc., etc. Because, this kind of litigation going on and on and on ultimately is not good for either company or for their shareholders. That's my personal view.
Okay, but let's just understand it. If you're saying that it's not a complete defeat for Anil Ambani, first of all, the price very clearly is going to be for. Second of all, the gas supply itself is now potentially under doubt whenever it is negotiated. Isn't that the case?
See, obviously, the price will be around 4, which is the government's approved price. But insofar as the priority for getting the gas, I am sure the government or the authorities at B would realize that in all seriousness this group is going to set up power plants, and as and when power plants are ready there should be an assured supply of gas, because nobody can put up power plants worth 20,000-30,000 crores and then wait for the gas. So if there is an assured supply, then this is in public interest that these projects are set up at the earliest, whether by the ADAG group or by anybody else. So gas should be made available on priority basis, and I hope the authorities will see reason to that effect.
Okay, but you seem to be then agreeing with me that the price is going to be 4 and that there is a doubt over future supply. So at least that part of what could be a defeat for Anil doesn't seem to be under contention.
Well, in the present circumstances, that seems to be the position. But as I said, setting up power plants is a national priority. So the government should look at it. I mean, whether we set it up or somebody else sets it up, that gas should be made available for these things. So that's what we are looking at.
Tuba.com